Welcome back to Amy Kardashian and the Expert Show. I have a wonderful guest with me here. She's very inspirational, and she's going to help us how to live with cancer differently. Her name is Jenny Melks, right?
Yes.
Welcome, Jenny.
Thank you, Amy.
You have a great energy. I love your energy.
Thank you.
And especially when we talk about cancer, it's very downer kind of subject, and
Yes.
you bring light to it. So that is amazing.
It's not easy.
It's not easy.
No.
But you are going to teach us how to make it easy. First of all, would you tell us a little bit about your story?
My story in a nutshell was that I was given 6 months to a year to survive. I was given a very aggressive
Wow.
diagnosis, rare cancer, single mom, 4-year-old little boy, and that just couldn't be my story. So I knew how to be my own advocate because of what I was doing in my professional life. I was a regional manager in pharmaceuticals. So
Okay.
I researched and finally found a team that gave me hope, because I had 5 doctors tell me there's no
5
hope.
doctors
5 different doctors.
told you have only a year and a half, you said?
6 months,
6 months
to a year, at best.
Wow.
So
wow.
when I finally found that team that spoke words that resonated with me and listened to what I was feeling, what I was believing, and gave me hope. Now that hope didn't mean that I was going to survive, but it was respectful and loving that we were in this together, and they spoke my language, so I knew I was home. I knew that's who I needed to be with to go on this journey.
That is amazing.
Yes.
This is an amazing story. So what did they do differently than the other 5 doctors? I could see if you're 1 or 2, but 5 doctors told you have 6 months to a year to live.
Correct.
And how did you do that? How that happened?
One of the things that I noticed that happened almost immediately, because I was telling my parents, I said, this is so weird. I was working out, I was so strong, and then all of a sudden I got this diagnosis, and now I see I'm deteriorating tragically within 2 weeks, and I'm bedridden now. I'm like, what is going on? What I realized, and thank goodness I realized this when I finally found that team, was that my life force was, I gave them that power to take my hope away. I allowed that to happen. So once I was aware of that, and I then met with that treatment team, I realized that their ability to give me hope and to accept it and to believe it started reprogramming my mind, which started reprogramming my body. And my life force started coming back in, and now I was ready to fight. Because if I had decided to go with any of those treatment teams, that I let them take my life force, I wouldn't be here today. By the way, that was 11 years ago.
Wow, congratulations. I
Thank
mean,
you.
what an inspiring story. I mean, everyone, they need to hear your story, because what happened is you took power back, and then
Correct.
you worked on your thoughts. So not everyone can do that.
Very true.
Yeah. So what is your secret? What would you share with someone is going through cancer right now, or they know someone going through cancer? What is the secret, what they need to do?
There's quite a few facets to it, but I would say if there was a number one, you know, when you opened up our section, you talked about cancer being very dark and very scary. Yeah, it's like, how do you take that word and put
And
any light
turn
to it?
yeah.
It's very limiting, and it's shackling. But you can take that word and you can divide it into 2 words, and you can call it can serve. And you have the ability to serve other people, and you have the ability to allow people to serve
Okay,
you.
I'm sure they heard you, but I'm going to repeat it because this is amazing. Can serve instead of can serve.
That's right. 2 empowering
Words.
and freeing words
Yeah.
that allow you to be of service to, and of service, a recipient of service.
And changing their mindset
That's
about
right.
it.
Changing that energy, changing that
Okay.
vibration. I don't know about you. I think we have a lot in common, especially when it comes to hope. When you allow people to give to you, you're allowing them a gift. And there comes a time in your life when you are in need of people helping you. But then you get to turn around and offer that same thing to the next person in line. And that's what I've done with my life. I left my corporate position. I started a nonprofit to help kids with cancer. And now I'm in service to children who are the most vulnerable victims of cancer. And the nonprofit's name is Along Comes Hope.
Oh my goodness, it's amazing. This is, it's such an inspirational, not just to cancer people who already have cancers. There's so many things in our life kill us more than cancer can, you know, because your thoughts and everything. So you actually could take this and help someone else. They're just listening to your story to understand how powerful our thoughts
Right.
are, and how could we switch that around by keeping hope alive.
Yes. No matter what obstacle that we're facing in life, it truly is a mindset. And we all have our clock ticking. We're not here forever. But to have that awareness brought to you and knowing that your days are limited, and it's about how you're going to thrive through the crisis. You have to honor where you're at. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I had some bad days, and you have to honor those.
Sure.
But you also have to find the light. And hope is light. And darkness is just the absence of light. So you've got to find those little cracks along the way.
It's always there.
That's right. You have
Right.
to be looking for it.
Wow,
you have
this
to
is
help other people
amazing.
find it and not take it away like some doctors or friends that you're surrounding yourself around. Careful of the words that we use because they're incredibly impactful and life-changing.
So
one way or
what
the
what you're telling your message is, be careful what you're telling yourself, and be careful what other people tell you.
That's right.
If you don't believe it in your heart, that's true for you. They might mean well. Maybe those doctors, whatever they study, and this is what they understand. But you know what's going on inside of you. So listen to your inner. Is that what it
Correct.
is?
And how you say it. So yes, the doctors, you can deliver news in many different ways. How you say it is incredibly impactful. When I was first diagnosed and she told me my chances were this, that's not too inspiring.
No, it's not inspiring.
No.
Absolutely not.
It's like, thanks, doc.
Oh my goodness. So then when somebody told you you have this much, then you have to take it and switch it around.
Right.
That you're very close to live your purpose. You're very close to whatever it is. You want to
Exactly.
turn it around. So turn your thoughts around, right? Is
That's
that
right.
correct? I mean, this is very inspiring, really. I knew a little bit about you, but now I know more. And I appreciate you coming on the show. Before we go, can you look at this camera and give them
course.
your website so you could inspire some other people?
Certainly. You can find me at alongcomeshope.com. You'll find out a lot more about our organization, but I'll also be releasing a book called The Hope Maker by the end of this year, 2018. And I will also be releasing online cancer coaching courses because I mentor newly diagnosed cancer patients as well as caregivers and work as a liaison between you and your medical team. So I'll look forward to hearing from you.
Nice, very nice. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
coming on the
Amy.
show. And I want to leave you with something because my book is Tears of Hope. I always spell hope. It's HOPE, having open possibilities every day. So that's what hope is all about. I have no doubt that you received some message today. You needed to receive it, and that's why you're watching this show. There is no coincidence. I encourage you to check the website, connect, reach out for help. So until next show, I encourage you to stay focused on your purpose.